Hey, what's going on, gangsters? Skits Fits here. Welcome back to my channel. What is it? Week 3, and so many mistakes have been made already. I thought the lesson I learnt from last year was to try not make the same mistakes, and I'm doing the exact same thing. I haven't really had much time to do videos. I really wanted to do at least 2 a week, but started a new job. I said it last week, blah blah blah, new job. I think we're moving house soon as well. And then when you get off to a bad start, I think I was 50k, I was 40k last week. We made some progress, but it all could have been better. I'll show you the team. Congrats, 4 out of your 7. Not too bad, but that doesn't show my last week's trades. This week we brought in Sinclair, but I come home Thursday night. I had my trades just worked out perfectly this week. It was going to be Short out, Sardis out, and Foss out, which I was able to bring in Sinclair. Was still going to go Lindsay and Murphy Reed with cash in the bank. But no, I come home from work on Thursday. Mind you, I'd done some overtime, so there was only about an hour and a half till the game started, but spent time with the family, we had dinner. Then I decided to read... No, then I got my laptop out and I undid my changes just to see what I could come up with. Just because I didn't get a chance. I was working overtime all week and I didn't get a chance to actually fiddle around with it. I'm like, I was always going Sinclair because my backline was in strife. You imagine just Short there. There was no Freo as well. Roberts was out this week and I really needed some DPP, so I was always going with Sinclair. Really stoked with that. Really upset though, because I'll lead on to that story of the Thursday night. Undid my changes, mucked around with it, but I saved it how it was. And then I read my kids a story, Dr. Seuss book, big tongue twister. It was a really nice night with the family, actually. It was like one of those, I was on the laptop and I was like, actually, I don't want to be too distracted here. I'll wait till they go to bed. Totally forgot about it. Read them to bed, come back out, and then I seen the game had already started, and then I just looked at my team, and the first thing I saw was Sardis still there, and I screamed. I was like, fuck! My missus was like, what's wrong? I was like, fuck my trades! No! And I'm so upset because I had to get rid of Nank. Well, I didn't even have to, I don't think. There was no one else I wanted to get rid of. I wanted to keep Warner because he's going to make more money. But I could have just got rid of Short. Got in Sinclair, no Freya, and just brought in Murphy Reed, which is who I really wanted for the derby. But I was thinking I had 172k in the bank, and I want to get Smith this week. So I was like, I know Freya's probably not going to do that well, but I actually had a feeling he'd match Dale, who actually came back. There was someone that came into that Bulldogs back line that I was a bit worried. I thought it would upset the scoring. Give me one sec. Team lineups. Liam Jones. I thought Liam Jones coming back into that side could hurt Freya, but then I seen Freya was in the midfield, and I just thought, stuff it, go with it. And then Friday night came around. I didn't work overtime, but we're working across the road from a pub in Richmond, and The boys were like, beers after work? I was like, absolutely. And we ended up going to the Royal, which was awesome. If you know, you know. Across the road from the G. And didn't get home till late. Didn't check my Supercoach the day after. And I was like, it is what it is. And then sure enough, come Saturday, I knew Nank was going to come out with, wasn't it showing the, there you go. I knew, I wanted to keep Nank. And then we've got Gorn. What the hell is going on with Gorn? Now I have to keep the shitty bed that I've shut the bed. Now I've got to keep it as is, but it might work out. Hopefully Sardis is only a couple of weeks. His run coming up, he's going to make some money. So he's got Port. If he has that off, then Melbourne are looking stinky, so that could be pretty good. West Coast, that could be good. Anzac Day, Collingwood could be big. Melbourne, or North Melbourne, sorry. So, the silver lining, we don't know just yet. But Lindsay, far out. Thought he was, I didn't get to see it, but he racked up a few touches straight away. I was at work and I was listening to, I wasn't at work. Actually, I cut my shin at work. So I went out Friday, lots of beers, back to work on the Saturday. And how's this? So hungover, threw up, set the alarm. The alarm went off at 6 o'clock. I turned it off. Phone went dead. Didn't know where my charger was. So shower, straight in the car, straight to work. I get to work. I'm like, why is nobody here? And I was like, we start at 9 I got there at 7. We start at 9 on a Saturday. And I was like, this sucks. Anyway, worked for another 3-4 hours from 9 till 11:30. 11:28, there was a bit of Rio bar sticking out of the concrete without a bar cap on, and it just tore my shin open. Like I was just standing next to it, didn't fall or nothing, just it grazed it because it had this cut off bit with a hook on it. It just tore my shin, and I had to go get 6 stitches. What a great week. I don't know if this music is distracting me. I'm going to turn the music off. It's just some copyright-free stuff. I'll probably get a strike for it. But going into all my matchups, it looks like we're doing all right this week. But Nank, there's an extra 127 points. It'll probably be about 70 or 80 points when someone else gets dropped out who made a 60. Probably, who is it? Rosie, or so who's the top 4 going out now? So 1, 2, 3, 4. That would have, he would have pushed out Rosie, I think. So we missed out on 60 odd points, which there's one matchup that I can possibly win. So there's a projected win here, projected loss here. So I would have been winning in Scod Cup 4 here against Harvey here, HD Supercoach. I still think I could. I've got one little play that I could do. How come it's Game Day Live? That's why. So in my Skits La Liga, we're versing Jonathan Carr, I believe. I think I'm in his league also. So we might have the win there. Going down to, Scod Cup 4. And look, first versus 18th. If I had Nank, we're dominating that. But it is what it is. We go to our head-to-head scores. Now, I've got Dawson. I'm thinking I could throw the captain on either Dawson or Brayshaw. We both got Brayshaw. I'll leave Dawson alone. Dawson will probably go 170. So we've got, the game's starting soon. So I've got that option, but I think we better just play it safe and take that McRae's VC. That's that. Back to my matchups. Go down to the OGs. Pretty sure that's Jonas. I'm pretty sure he beat me in draft. I haven't even touched my draft. I'm over that. I've never done it before, and I was out fishing the day that we had the draft, and my first pick, it automatically gave me Butters because my Wi-Fi, my hotspot ran out or something happened, and I was like, over it. 2025 season. Not too sure as that is. I think that's Jonathan's actually. Looks like we're getting the win there. Looks like we're getting the win in Supercoach Nuffs and Division 6. This is the Richmond one. So it looks like we got the dub there. But look at this. Versing 18th, and I'm getting smashed. So Nank would have brought me an extra 66, and it would have been a very close. I probably would have got that one too. So looking at the head-to-head scores here. I mean, he's got... okay. Well, I reckon Murphy Reed's going to go big. I wanted Murphy Reed bad. But it's funny, Supercoach, because I felt like, I reckon Foster's going to go massive too, because we've all boosted him out to get Lindsay, and that, that sucks. So, Peatling and Cherry, I need Dawson to go big, and I need Cherry to go not big. So we'll wait till the end of that game, see how we're going, and then maybe we have to throw the Hail Mary there on Brayshaw. But it's a bit risky. I think we'll just we'll see how we go. But going over to here, Scottfather Abs is a legend. He pumps me up so much, and he's calling me a content creator, and I've barely created any content. I will, if I had to come off to a flyer, like I wish last year I wish last year was this year. But it's funny because you see, I reckon this is a lesson as well. Like, because last year was such a good year, I was just so pumped, and then, I was busting Al Payton and Supercoach, everyone at AFL Supercoach, waiting for the team picker. I was just so pumped for it. And I wasn't like I told you before, I wasn't working for a while, and I just spent every single day on Supercoach. So I burnt myself out. And then, I went on to Insight Fantasies live to do a team reveal. That week, Butters and Bont were out, which just really stuffed everything up. So I wanted to go on there with something interesting to show. And then, I stuck with the three-headed monster, 3 rucks in the flex, one in the flex and 2 big dogs in there. And I don't know why I got rid of Cherry. I was with Cherry on Cherry's train, and what was it? All because Briggs goes down, we think Gawn's going to go massive. Stop chasing those big scores. And another one is, like, I chased those big scores against the dud teams, and the dud teams, I never wanted to start Horn Francis, but it was a bit of a FOMO pick. I didn't want to miss out in case. Teams like Verns, Brad, Supercoach Pro, Hippo, George, or a lot of people that, and I might be wrong here, but I think they started pretty well, but all the ones that had a bad year are doing good this year because they block out the noise, because they go back to the basics. They pick those Bailey Smiths because it's obvious. It's an obvious choice. And then when you actually do well, you kind of have a chip on your shoulder thinking, nah, whatever I pick is going to be great. And then I went with Jaden Short again. What a spastic I am. Again. But, it's not over. Here's if anyone's involved in the biggest cash league ever. I'm a bounty, so Norris Flipjack has a chance to knock me off this week. So if we keep going down, maybe we just tank to be the people's bounty. So every time you come up against me, I've got your back, and I'll just sabotage my team just so you can win some cash. Maybe that's my purpose this season. But
we got Skits Fitz versus Norris Flipjack. Okay, the Flipjacks are over.
This is so funny. If you watch this video, Skodfather's versing Supercoach Noob, and he keeps calling him Supercoach Knob. It is so hilarious. Anyway.
Yes, against Skits Fitz, and Skits Fitz is also another content creator.
Really.
We have any other matchups? We got...
But that's exciting. That's exciting. So each week we'll have a look who we're versing. If I win this week, the bounty goes up. So whoever versus me next week, I think it doubles maybe, but I'll have to watch the next video. All this math goes over my head, but such a fun cash league to be a part of. Let's go back to the team. I could, and you know what I was playing around with? Like, I was actually thinking about getting rid of Gorn, Short, and Sardis, and I could have done Sinclair. I could have done Sinclair, Zorko, and Reed. I could have done that, and just because, yeah. So I guess another rule is have your team done at least 24 hours before, or do not touch it unless it's an emergency, like a laid out or something. I'm not going to play around with it anymore. It is what it is. If I haven't had enough time to see what I can come up with, too bad, too bloody bad. We should have got rid of Horn Francis. But hopefully he bounces back. We're not going to get rid of him. Hopefully, who's Gorn got next week? 180 break even. So Gorn's got Geelong, Essendon, Fremantle, and Richmond, and watch Nank just dominate him. Well, it is what it is. So next week, it's good to see the Sash Club killing it, especially Trainer to outdo the Dons. That's wicked. We get Roberts coming back, Freya in there. And I remember I brought in Bell late round 1. Like, I had to do it. It worked out well with the loop with Payton. But I needed to get the Koning's VC score late. So that's how he came in the side. So potentially trades this week will be Bell to Bice, same price. They both like mice twice. Anyway, so there's that. We've got 172k. I'm just going to boost again. We've done 2, but I'm going to use, if I have to, I'm going to use all 5 boosts in 5 weeks just to get to a team I'm happy with, and then hopefully we can just do single or double trades for cash gen on the bench, and then hopefully we have a couple of weeks where we don't need to do a trade, and then I'm just going to we get an extra boost the mid-season buys, so screw it. I've put Daniels in the flex, Hewitt as the emergency to take McRae's VC score. But yeah, I can't do any other I've left it late again, so I'd have to get Sheasel off, and they're playing next. But it works out well. Anyway, in my head it works out well. And I've left it all so I can still have a Hail Mary chance at putting the C on Brayshaw in the derby. Anyway, yep. That's it. That's it for me. Hope you're doing well this week. Hopefully we all climb the ranks. Looks like a lot of people are having a few stinkers. So it's a bit upsetting that I could have been closer to the 2K mark if I didn't trade Nank. It's gonna hurt watching Murphy Reed ton. And yeah, oh well, it is what it is. We will rebuild. The team's not too bad. The backline. Another thing that I was really upset with myself was that I brought in Dunkley last week over Zorko when my backline was struggling, and I didn't even watch the game. So I just seen his score, his break even. For some reason I didn't trust Zorko. Zorko should have been there. Then we could have went with Sinclair. It just wouldn't have been as rushed. We wouldn't have used so many boosts. But yeah. Anyway, that's all. I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.